Is your Texas state representative representing you? Let's find out. When it comes to elections in Texas, I think we can all agree they should be both fair and secure, right? We don't want shady people behind the scenes corrupting our elections. In poll after poll, people want voter ID. It's not just one party, it's everybody. Whether you're Republican, Democrat, black, white, it doesn't matter. The majority of people, 80% of Texans, want voter ID to ensure that our elections are both fair and secure. Because when it comes to elections in Texas, we can all agree, one person, one vote, no cheating, right? So you might remember that some Texas legislators left the state of Texas and flew off to Washington, D.C. to avoid doing their job. They didn't want anyone to vote for election integrity, fairness, or security. One of those who decided to go to Washington, D.C. was Nicole Collier of Fort Worth, who instead of doing her job, decided to grandstand in Washington, D.C. A news article accurately reported that Collier continued the false and historically embarrassing claim that proposed reforms, such as extending the state's voter ID requirement for in-person voting to absentee ballots, were somehow Jim Crow 2.0 and Jim Crow revisited. In reality, the ID requirement is easy and simple to meet and is overwhelmingly supported by all voters, including black voters. In May 2020, when a vote came up that required voters to register their physical address, an actual house or apartment, as opposed to living out of a P.O. box, Nicole Collier voted no against that requirement. Election fraud happens when we allow someone to use fake names or fake addresses. And let's be honest, nobody lives in a P.O. box. People live here, but they don't live here. I mean, come on, seriously? We need a change. We need a representative right here in our state capitol who will work on what matters to you and your family.
I'm Taylor Mondick. I'm running to represent you in the Texas House. Fort Worth, Forest Hill, Everman, parts of Arlington. I'm asking for your vote on November 8th. We need a representative who will be here and work for you.
Political ad paid for by Taylor Mondick for Texas House.